Welcome back. It's been a while since I uploaded, but today we are doing all about Flamecharm, and we have Hal here. Would you like to introduce yourself, Hal?
I am a new expert. That's it.
Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna bring in experts occasionally before videos. So we are mainly just gonna be going over the talents that you would go in Flamecharm, or any necessary other stats that you would need. Obviously, the first one is just Warding Radiance, which is 20 agility and 30 flame charm. You always want to try to get this, even on just normal flame, or especially eruption. I've always said that you should go 25 intelligence over 25 charisma, but if you are running just flame, I believe in this scenario it is right to do 25 charisma instead of 25 intelligence, because your flame, it will also proc ever-changing Aegis. I think the only scenario where it's okay to go 25 intelligence instead of 25 charisma is if you're running eruption on flame.
The main reason it will proc every change your AK is because if you're not eruption, you'll be running agitating spark and I'll set yourself on fire and that counts as fire damage. So if your opponent is anything but fire damage or tumulus, it will proc every change your AKs.
Yep.
And another thing about Warding Radiance, you remember back before change there was a prereq that required it? The Fire Forge
Yep.
talent.
Yeah, that is not a
Uh,
requirement anymore, so you can just go straight up Warding Radiance without.
yes, unless you pick up Fire Forge, you don't need to pick up anymore.
Yeah. If you are going normal flame, we're just gonna go all the normal flame talents you would get. So you would get Final Act, Warding Radiance. You do not need Graceful Steps. This is kind of yeah, you don't need Graceful Steps at all.
I would never take Graceful Step unless you like the gimmick of it. Personally, you can just learn how to slide cast. It's basically just Graceful Step and Dancing Step.
Yep, that's my opinion too about that. And Mirage Clone you will always take. It is droppable on normal flame, I believe. What do you think?
I would still take it.
Yeah, I think it's droppable on normal flame, but if you're like really ton of talents. We'll get into the hybrids later though. And then Flame Within, this I would say only pick up for PvE. It's mainly because you think of like Lightning Cloak. If you activate Lightning Cloak, your opponent can just run away from you until you deactivate it or it's off. That's why I don't really take Flame Within though. And always take Meteor Impact. You always want to go Rising Flame on any of your flame builds, even if you're running low flame. Always run Rising Flame. And what's your opinion on Phoenix Impact?
If you're Eruption, obviously drop it.
Well, yeah.
But if you're normal flame, it is kind of droppable. It's that, but that's if you're like higher talents though.
All right. Yep. Anyways, yeah. For Phoenix Impact, yeah, it's a droppable talent. I count this as an extra talent. Extra talents are good talents, but you should be prioritizing these last. But Meteor Impact is one that you will always prioritize on a flame build. Dancing Steps, like Hal said, if you learn how to slide cast, almost everything on here can be slide casted actually. Yeah, everything on here is pretty much slide castable. So, Dancing Steps you do not need. Hell's Partisan you will always take if you are running Fireforge. You will typically always run Fireforge on High Flame. High Flame you want to prioritize Fireforge because it does like half a bar, or especially if Hell's Partisan is just more damage. Oh, also Azure Flames, of course. Azure Flames, for those of you who don't know, Azure Flames will add an extra tick, it'll add an extra couple ticks onto your flame, and it will do more damage. And last I checked, doesn't really do anything for you on Eruption. Do you know anything about that? How?
I think it's slightly increases your eruption damage, but like just a tiny bit, but still like heavily droppable. I would never like go specific for it. I'll take it up if I'm like if I have willpower, like if it's a blind seer, but I'll never like go 40 willpower just for it.
All right. Yeah, on Eruption, though. I think this
Yeah,
is
it turns your it also turns
this
your
is
eruption
not
blue.
yeah, this is not needed on Eruption. But if you're
It's not-
running normal flame, it's not a bad talent to have. It's not a bad talent to prioritize because it is just extra damage. Oh, also, what is your opinion on? Gotta put it on here. Nullifying clarity on just normal flame. Where did it go? There we go. Nullifying clarity. I've seen some people take nullifying clarity. So their argument is they're just gonna roll it anyways. You might as well get the status effect off them, which is a semi-good opinion. What's your opinion on that?
I think it's worth it. Also, like it could also like heavily count if you're also fighting a flame user, because if they're like normal flame, they'll have agitate by immolation to get the buff, and that like counters it directly.
Yeah.
And this also that's also depends if you're going flameless. But if you're going flameless, nullifying clarity will like out counters, like purely counters your flameless.
Oh yeah.
But that's also depending on you're going wisp.
Yeah. But you should always be running normal. You should always be running wisp on just normal flame too, though.
No, not always.
Not always.
Because flameless stuff doesn't heals you, but it reduces your burn damage by 20%.
Oh,
turns
it
those
does?
20%, yeah, and it turns those 20% to heals for you. So that's why a lot of people don't take wisp, because that just reduces burn damage.
Got it. All right. So yeah, I guess good rule for nullifying clarity. If you are running wisp, you should take it.
If you're running wisp, you should not take it.
Oh, if you're not taking. Okay. So if you're not running wisp, don't take it. But if you're
No,
Run.
other way around.
wait,
If
yeah,
you're
so-
running-
shoot,
if
yeah,
you're
if you're
running
running wisp, don't take it. Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, if you're running wisp, don't take it. If you are not, then take it. That's right,
Mhm.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little confusing. Sorry about that. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, good rule for that. Always take charge return. You always should take charge return on normal flame. That's just more damage for you, especially because immolation. Unyielding Infernal. I believe this talent is pretty much useless.
I think it made a video about it, and it's kind of like what like
yeah.
Cold Frost does. Like, so this is making Frost more like intensified, but that also doesn't do anything. So
Yeah, so you should never pick up Unyielding Infernal, even on gank builds.
unless someone makes a video about like after it does something, but for now it's like blah blah blah.
Yeah, but until then, you should until like more info or like some changing discovery is found, you should never take this talent. Of course, if you're running normal flame, immolation, and agitating spark. Oh yeah, corpse explosion. You do not need this talent. It's very droppable. Same with Pleatski's Faith. Actually, you don't want Pleatski's Faith. Pleatski's Faith is a downfall for you because you always take charge return. Pleatski's Will is not needed either. You don't need this talent.
No, Peachy's Will is it's actually not a talent from what I remember. It's one of those like quest talents. I'm not sure, but it's nice if you're like, cause you know Chanman, the ground player. What he does is like whenever he runs like ether during Chime, he runs away. He eats an Umbro to gain ether because he's Iron Seeing. I'm pretty sure you can do that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can do that in Chime as well with Pleatsky Will. You can run away in like Frost Prism, and that'll probably do the same thing. So if I remember correctly, Pleatsky Will isn't actual like talent to get. It's a quest talent. It doesn't contribute to your actual talent.
All right then. Oh yeah, if it's a quest talent, of course, yeah, just take it. It's free. Yeah. But if it does take up a talent in your deck, I think you don't need it though. If it takes up a talent. Otherwise, yeah, if it's just a quest, I think it is. Actually, now I think about it, pretty sure it's a quest. So yeah, like Hal said, I guess you can kind of cheese like in Chime, or especially like just ganks too. Hungry Flames. I think this is a droppable talent.
Yeah.
You don't need it.
It's
I mean, it's good for like PvE Diluvian because you're always getting that hunger back.
yeah.
But otherwise,
I think it's only
PV
for PvE because if you're going PvE, you
Yeah.
have Carnivore and Grand Feast, which is nice. But if you're like PvP, you'll always have better talents to pick than Hungry Flame.
Yeah, and especially in Chime too, you don't need this. Chime and gank, you don't need this. And there's Controlled Combustion. It's a good talent to pick up if you don't want this to spread to your allies. So if you have the room for it, you can make the room for it. And then you should always take Explosive Finish and Flaming Flourish on normal flame. And same with Emperor's Flame. And yeah, those are gonna be your talent. Those are gonna be your main priorities for just normal flame. But anyways, now for Eruption Path, Flora's Lava is not always needed, but if you want to go for this talent, it is not a bad talent. It gives a lot of area of denial, or just a lot of AoE. Makes your opponent's computer lag. Just good talent to have if you can get it. Again, it's not needed, but it's good talent if you can get it. Again, you will go Warding Radiance on this, just free Eruption if they touch that fire. Mirage Clone you will always want to pick up on Eruption, because that's just a free Eruption if they swing at that clone. Flame Within we already talked about. Charge Return is droppable on Eruption, but it's still a good talent to have in general. Otherwise, it's not a need on Eruption. And same with Nullifying Clarity, you don't need this because you're not really going to be putting a status effect on them consistently. You always take Meteor Impacts, same with Hell's Partisan. Oh, Cauterized Wounds. You do not need this. Some people take this on Blood, actually.
It's good for buff rating, that's about it.
Yeah. I don't think this is needed for Blood, though, because with Blood you get so much Blood back anyways. From just the Blood mantras, it's not needed, in my opinion. Again, Azure Flames on Eruption. It's not needed on Eruption, because it doesn't buff it by that much. Agitating Spark and Immolation you will not take on Eruption because you don't really have a way to set them on fire. Same with Corpse Explosion and Plead Seize Faith. And then for your Eruption talents, you will always want to pick all of them because they are all very good. They just buff your Eruptions in general. That is it. Oh, actually, here. On Eruption, I believe you only take Flaming Flourish on Eruption because you can't really proc Explosive Finish. Because Flaming Flourish is just a free Eruption if you Flourish or Uppercut them.
Yeah, man, that also procs the Eruption, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
If you burn to death.
Yeah, for Phoenix Flames, yeah, you will never take Phoenix Flames in ganking or Chime. Cause again,
you also don't take Corpse Explosion or any of the talents that proc on when you burn to death.
Yep.
It's unreliable.
Yeah. Yeah, again, everyone runs Blood Scourge or just some instant kill talent, typically. So, this is a very gimpy talent. Even if it saved you once or twice, you will... I mean, here's my argument for, like, any talents that help you when you're knocked down. Why are you preparing to lose the battle when you could pick a talent that would help you in battle, which may be the difference between you winning or not?
Oh, there's also something we forgot.
Yeah, what else did I forget?
In Death, if you're Death ganking or like Team Death gank, you really want to get Undying Flame and Graceful Flame.
Oh, yeah.
It's like stupid. It's like stupidly busted.
Yeah.
But like it heals you for normal campfire, but like every like couple seconds it heals you for like 5% at a time.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they did just nerf Graceful Flame indirectly by giving it because now it no longer bypasses anti-heal, so you got to be careful for that.
It's still good.
But
still good talent to have.
It used to give you. Yeah, it's still good. It used to give you NLK healing though, just even in the overworld.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah, you never take denial repulse. You don't need this.
Yeah, you don't actually take flame from a denial most of the time. It depends. It's very situational.
Yeah. Yeah. What is the stat requirements for Flamewalker though?
Flamewalker, I think. Let me look.
It's 40 flame, 25 agility, and the prereq is warding radiance.
Did you guys already cover dancing steps and graceful steps?
Yeah, we did.
Me personally, what was your guys' opinion on that? Because
I think dancing.
I really like that.
It's not needed. It's not needed. It's an extra. I count it as an extra talent.
Yeah, that's fair. I usually grab it though because when you stack it with things like Ashlam and Fireblade, it gets really it gets going quick.
That is very true.
Also, the speed bonus also counts for Speed Demon too, so you can do some Spine Cutter text after the Ashlam.
Okay, that's reasonable.
I would say take it if you like the gimmick, but also feel some bad habits.
I don't really like the gimmick.
Don't play a mage build if you're gonna go Graceful Flames, because when you're using your projectile mantras, it pushes you forward, and it'll ruin your mantras, because you can get hit during the movement forward. So that's just one thing to be careful of. Otherwise, it's a pretty good talent.
All right. Where the heck is this talent?
Navigating the builder has never been this hard.
It has never been this hard. Oh my gosh.
Aren't you an expert builder? Aren't we expert builders? How do we not know how to navigate the builder?
We don't know how to navigate the builder. Well, what's the talent called?
It's called Flamewalker.
It's just called Flamewalker.
Flamewalker.
I can't find Flamewalker.
No, no.
I found it.
Pretty sure I have the requisites for it. What the heck is this talent?
It's a warding radiance. You gotta get warding radiance, and then you gotta get. Okay.
I've never heard of this talent. I have never heard of this talent.
Flamewalker? When you slide, you place fire on the ground?
Well, no, I've heard of warding radiance, but I haven't heard of Flamewalker. Alright, and then here, I look like an idiot, but I eventually find it. I know what the talent was, I just forgot what it was called. Oh wait, here it is!
Oh my god, dude, it took you that long.
Yeah, there we go. Flamewalker, there we go. Always pick it up. Yep, very good talent. Just free Eruption.
It's good. It's fodder, but it's only good on Eruption and Twisted Puppets. Otherwise, you don't grab it at all.
Yeah, this is very good talent though.
Only in games, because if you're doing that in chimes, then you're weird.
No, I do this in chime. I do this shit in chime.
I bet you're the same person who used the Heroes and Hellflame or whatever.
I use Eruption, and I'm using it because my favorite from a V2 build. It is Volcanic Glass. I run Flamewalker on that build. It is funny.
Yeah, you stink. Also, I think Intec or whatever did some testing on Unyielding Inferno. I don't think that actually does anything, right?
Yeah, because that's what the in-house is. Like, unless something major is discovered, it's not a necessary talent.
Yeah.
Alright, other than that, I think we covered everything, though.
I'm looking
I think we covered everything.
It looks like we covered everything.
That is it for part 1. Part 2 will include all the hybrid paths talents, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe, join the Discord server for builds. Yep. Till next time. Bye-bye.